Hi ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like the pre-video to this one, and the pre-video asked that question: why is it that when we enter our lives the competition is always with our competitors, whether it's in the schools, in nursery, in college, in workplace, and as we age we realize that we have to be the best version of ourselves, and indeed the competition is with ourselves. So why does this happen? That was the question. Now I'm going to share my thoughts on this topic. There are many other thoughts one could share, and obviously with the 5-10 minutes we have in these videos, I'm just going to share some of those thoughts. So I think the competition is there because that's the way we figure out who's better than the other. It's the survival of the fittest. The world functions with numbers. It needs to quantify things. If you can quantify things, it means something to someone. So for example, if you need an entrance pass to enter the next stage of your exams, or indeed a grade to enter a university, that tells some governing body that you've got 3 grade A's, so you're a bright student and you're going to be able to do the degree in question. So quantifiable things are easy for people to grasp hold of and then do something with that. So there's that reason. It's also a reason to, in one of the videos I dealt with earlier on, if you haven't had the chance to watch that, it was on ego and the function of ego. Again, ego is a very broad subject and it has many meanings for different cultures, and it's the starting point of where you look at ego. Again, a very broad subject, but ego, that is a kind of a driving force which makes us do better and move forward. And sometimes, unfortunately, we also need someone to compare ourselves with. I'm not supporting that or saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's what happens. You need a benchmark to compare how you're performing. So these things are all quantifiable. I remember when I did my MBA and I did my doctorate, in the research methodology, we looked at both quantifiable and quality of data. Quantifiable because some people need that data. Without that, the research is meaningless because they need numbers to grasp hold of things. Whereas for other people, they need the quality, they need the feedback, they need the input of people. And that's what validates research. And in my case, and in most cases, what people do is they do a bit of both, and it depends which side you kind of verge onto, whether you do the quantifiable side or the quality side. Anyway, that aside, now as we progress through life, we realize, and it's a shame not many of us realize that from the beginning, is that really who we really need to compete with is ourselves, because this race is a long race, and as we all know, at the end the competition is with yourself. So with that being the case, if you benchmark that you're going to perform better than you did yesterday, you're going to conquer another fear, you're going to achieve another target that you set for yourself rather than the outside world. Because when something's set in the outside world, it has some kind of control stroke governing factor to it. But when you set it yourself, that personal challenge, you are going to be so motivated to do that. You're going to achieve that anyway, and you're going to become better than you did yesterday. So we're progressing through life. There's a certain paradigm shift in our thinking and how we think, and we realize, do you know what? This is what is important. And that is probably the reason as we get older, we think that the best person we need to compete with is indeed ourselves. Now, in one of my previous videos, I did actually share that in countries like Denmark, there is a lot of emphasis in young children at school to become more better than they are, to appreciate the holistic meaning of competing with yourself rather than with the outside world. So those are my thought processes on this. I'd love your feedback. I know I haven't been able to cover everything, but I've enjoyed this little video with you, and I hope you've enjoyed the little contribution I've made to this. And if you have any questions, do ask me. I'll be happy to answer you. And if you have any concerns or you need any coaching in this area, do come back to me, DM me, and I'll be more than ready to help you. And if you haven't, please do like the channel, do subscribe to the channel, and then do share it. Thank you. Bye-bye.